Hello, everybody. Charlie here. Here's a little bit of a quick update of what to expect for tonight. So right now we are having some light to moderate rain come by, and it looks like as models were showing as we get through the night into the early Thursday, you may have some thunderstorms that could bring down some gusty winds, potentially severe gusty winds. But what we're really watching out for the rest of the night into Thursday, if I can pull it up for you, is the chance of excessive rainfall to flash flooding. So we're in a slight risk, so that means at least 15% chance that your area, or well, technically it's any area within 25 miles of any given point, could see flash flooding, a 15%. Now down to our south and west, we have a moderate risk of that, which is a 40%. Now, going back to our severe weather outlook, our area risk, we were in that yellow area. We were in that slight risk 2 out of 5, but our area has been downgraded back to the 1 out of 5 low risk, a marginal risk. Tornadoes we are not concerned about. The risk is close to us, but it is to our west and especially to our southwest. We could be looking at a risk for tornadoes, potentially strong tornadoes in this black stippling area. I'm really concerned about not really concerned, but I am concerned about Cincinnati, Dayton, maybe even Columbus down the road. Hail we are not really concerned about anymore because we used to be. This morning, last night, models were showing maybe we can get some mature thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms for our area. That has now been kind of backing off. We don't have as much energy in the atmosphere anymore, things like that. But I do want to make a very small point of the tornado risk because, well, anybody can say this, but usually people are way more concerned about tornadoes than damaging winds and hail. I get it. We are not in a risk, officially, we are not in a risk. Less than 2%. That's very low. And I agree with that. But there is a lot of spin in the atmosphere. That's why we can have events like these, tornado outbreaks like these in Illinois, Indiana. There is a ton of spin in the atmosphere. But because we may not get strong and severe storms, mature storms, let's just say, that's why the risk has been very low. Unless we get a mature storm, we're not going to see really much anything of a tornado risk, which looks likely. Now, I know some of you have family or whatnot in Dayton, Columbus, Cincinnati. What I would be looking out for is, once again, from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m., I will be really watching out for this kind of area for potential for very strong winds, some hail, and maybe a strong tornado. A strong tornado or two cannot be ruled out. And in Columbus, it's a 2% risk, so you're really likely not going to see a tornado. But if there was a tornado, it could be strong, once again, in this kind of black stippled area. So if you're in, once again, Columbus, I would not be as worried, truth be told. If you're in Cincinnati, Dayton, and especially areas west or southwest, I would kind of be watching, be weather aware, essentially. Even in Columbus, at least you should be somewhat weather aware because there is somewhat of a risk for severe weather. And that is pretty much all, folks. I will be keeping updates on the Snapchat. If you need any specific updates for any areas, either regarding our storms to our, in central Ohio, southern Ohio, Indianapolis, or even concerning Tropical Storm Arthur, just let me know.